Hello, fellow Flyers, and welcome to the seventh installment of the Rocket League interview series. And today we are here with Jamesbot, the professional Rocket League player, the caster, the all-around grower of the Rocket League community. How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Leaf?
I'm doing great. So we're just gonna hop into some casual twos while we start off the interview here. So first question I'm gonna ask you is, what is your age? How old are you?
I am on the older end of the Rocket League player spectrum, I'd say. I'm 26 years old.
26.
Yeah.
All right. I think Cloudfuel has you beat for the oldest Rocket League interviewee.
Oldest. Oh, that's brutal. I would prefer the term most seasoned.
Most seasoned, most veteran, Rocketeer, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question here is, when did you start playing Rocket League, and have you ever heard of SARP prior to the release of Rocket League?
Actually, yeah. No, I never had heard of SARP, and I started playing back when on the PlayStation free to play, or like the PlayStation Plus. Yeah, I'd never heard of SARPs, like super acrobatic rocket powered battles cars. Like what kind of supersonic
Supersonic
It's such
acrobatic rocket power
yeah,
battle
it's such a
cars.
crazy
Just throw a 2 at the end of that sucker.
right? No, I had never heard of it because I never owned a PlayStation 3. I was an Xbox guy. But it was during, I think, the summer Dragon Ball Z party that my friends and I throw. We throw a summer and a winter DBZ party.
Wow.
And while we're there, it's like what we do is we just binge watch like an arc of DBZ. Like this one, the last one was like the Cell games. And then while we do that, we just hook up in their basement. My friend Pat and Brian, they hosted at their house, and we just play a shit ton of video games.
Sounds
And
like
is it all right if I swear on this?
Of course
Or do
it
I need to
is.
say bleep ton?
It's all
right,
good.
Sorry. Okay.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine.
But they had this game. They saw like Lyric or somebody streaming it, and it was on PlayStation Plus. And I was like, "What is this? I have to try this." And I played it like literally. I picked it up and didn't stop playing it for like 5 hours. And then I went home and bought it on PC right away. So that's how I got involved. So yeah, it was like back in June or July, I think. But yeah, I started playing then, and then I picked it up and just didn't put it down.
Nice. That's pretty much the same thing with me. I just kind of started playing it and haven't stopped playing it. So next
It's
question.
too good.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Next question is, how did you get into your casting career, and had you ever casted other esports prior to Rocket League?
Yes, so I actually kind of stumbled into casting in general. The way it happened, and I'm sorry if it's a long story, but
You're
also
fine.
look at that awesome ass Rocket Royale sign in the game.
It is pretty
is so-
sick.
But it happened because a friend of mine, his name's Cliff. He actually was a roommate of mine, and he was a semi-professional Halo player. Got involved with a game called Evolve.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like started doing really, really well in that. He befriended the devs, and like he just got really, really close to like that game in general. And he became a top player in the scene, and he was my roommate. And so anyway, like I would hang out with him in the TeamSpeak, and we just kick it and play Evolve and just hang out in general. And so anyway, like they started having ESL tournaments for Evolve, and I would just watch them, and I would play as well. And one day, like our friend Dan, he's known as Black Aegis, he was like the main caster for Evolve. He's just like, I need a co-caster, and there's no one available. Like, you're funny in TeamSpeak. You enjoy talking to us about the game. Do you want to just give it a shot? And I was like, sure. So I started casting ESL Evolve with Black Aegis, and that was my introduction to casting. And then when I got involved in Rocket League, that whole thing was pretty crazy how I got involved with that. But long story short was I just linked up with Cloudfuel because he had this PC Needs Love tournament. That's when I first met him. Me and my friends who were terrible. We signed up, somehow got to the semifinals before getting destroyed. But that's where I met Cloudfuel. And then from then on, like we eventually like started talking, hanging out on TeamSpeak, and he I was like, hey, I noticed that you're casting this Rocket Royale thing. I can help. Like, I have experience with Evolve. And he's like, sure. And that's essentially how it happened.
That's wonderful. That's great. I just kind of started making Rocket League interview series, and I was like, I'm just gonna start doing this. No one's doing that. It's just funny how these things start.
It was totally, completely, just random. Like like met first in that PC Needs Love tournament, then I invited him over to like hang out in the team speak, and like things just went from there. It was really cool. Like it's really cool, the community of this game and Rocket League Central and how that all came to be.
It really is. It's pretty great. Cloudfield kind of had the similar story. He just kind of started doing it because, I mean, why not? It's a new game. It's a new scene. Just get involved.
Yeah. I remember checking out his website, the Rocket League Central, and I was reading all about all this stuff that he wanted to do, and I'm like, this sounds awesome.
In that voice, too.
Yes. No.
Okay, so the next question here, after I take this shot, what a save. Put that one in. There we go.
What a beautiful shot.
Thank you. Well,
Persistence.
Thank you. So what exactly is your affiliation with the Rocket League scene as a whole, in terms of, what you do, in case if anyone doesn't know exactly, from playing to casting to event organizing? What is it that you do exactly?
It's everybody on RLC does a little bit of a lot of stuff. I like, in terms of a title, what I'm called for RLC is I'm the creative director. It's not really like an official anything, but it's like the best explanation of what I do. I just help with coming up to like with new ideas, new things to implement on the stream, helping out with format discussions, like just help out with a lot of random crap.
Nice.
And yeah, it's we do such a wide variety of things, and there's so many people on the back end of RLC that help make it happen, like DM Rawlings, DPant, CJ Link, our developer guys from RLG, Chris, Quest Ferret, you may know him as Vice Gold, the guy who designed that Rocket Royale logo. His name's Lorids.
It's pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, there's so many people that do so much, but I guess it's like I just help out with a lot of making improvements to the stream experience, among other things, and help with business discussions and crap like that. But yeah, it's pretty random. And then so like I cast a lot too. Like I'm a main caster for RLC, so we'll put on casts like Rocket Royale, which is happening tomorrow. I lead cast that, so I'm the one swapping all the scenes and stuff, and OBS. And shoot! Oh no!
It's okay. It's okay.
On.
We're all right. We're all right. We're all right.
Oh,
We're all right.
You knew it. But yeah, other than that, I cast, and then I used to be a player on a team called Double Tap.
Yep.
I made the logo for that, which I was,
it's a pretty sick logo.
Thanks.
It's worthy of being proud of. If you haven't seen it.
The name came from double tapping the ball, but then I made the logo like a skull with 2 bullet holes, and I was like,
oh!
But but yeah, I played for that. I was in a top 5. We made it to top 5 a couple times, and then won an ESL tournament and stuff. And like, yeah, I've been on the scene as a player as well on 2 different double tap rosters, but we were top 5 teams both times. So
It's impressive stuff. It's impressive stuff.
Thank you.
So on to the next question here. Where do you see the Rocket League scene going as the game grows, just in terms of esports, an esport as a whole?
I see it actually going like really, really far. I think Rocket League is going to be its own thing, like League of Legends is and Counter-Strike. Like, I have been gaming my entire life, like since I was 6 years old. The first game I just fell absolutely in love with was Rainbow Six. And then from Rainbow Six, I went to Halo. And then from Halo, I went to Counter-Strike. And then from Counter-Strike, I went to this game. Like, I can just pick up these games and play them forever. And I feel like Rocket League is by far the most fun game that I have ever played in my life.
It's not even only fun to play, but it's so much fun to watch, too. Like, watching high level.
Yes, indeed. Like, I'm addicted to this game. Like, I love this freaking game.
Yep.
So I think, and like also I'm a super competitive person. I used to play in Halo tournaments and such. So like, and I love competing in ESL and stuff, and love competing in all these tournaments. And so I just personally think like I know if there's other people out there that are like me, then I don't see Rocket League going anywhere. And I feel like there's so much room to add new stuff like an in-game marketplace, esports skins for cars that go towards prize pool, flags. Like there's so much room for Psyonix to improve on this that this game is going to continue to blow up. So I think this game is going to be huge and it's going to be around for a long, long time.
Yes, I would agree. And the fact that Synox hasn't even done a whole lot with the scene, and it's still growing as much as it has, just through community effort alone, really speaks a lot to how far it's gonna go. What?
You didn't put your Twitch link in your tweet.
I didn't?
LOL. Yeah, no, I'm just looking at my Twitter and
oh my goodness.
Caleb Window Shopper's like, link question. Solid. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. Oh no. There we go. Hanzatori did it for me. Thanks, Hanzatori. Oh my goodness gracious.
You know, you live and you learn, right?
That it's always something that happens. I always do one thing wrong. Always something. That's funny. Okay. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna move on to some of the community questions here. I've only got a couple that I found that were great, and I can put the link to the Reddit thread and the YouTube comments or in the YouTube description. There's just some questions I didn't feel that should be, didn't
yeah, no,
make any sense to be asked. Yeah, we're not even answering in the thread.
A lot of those questions were from guys from RLC who are just like being weird.
So this question comes from, I'm gonna no idea how to say this one. Cartervh, Cartervh, Cardiv, and this one is: how do you think being at such a high level player influences your casting ability? Which is a great question.
So what I think it helps a lot, first of all, because you're not just saying like so and so hits the ball and he's hitting it over to so and so who hits the ball. Like I try to look at it cast through the lens of a player. So like if somebody's in the corner, what is the actual play that's developing? Like somebody is going in to set up Sad in the mid who's waiting, like instead of just saying he hits the ball in the corner. Like I think it helps out a ton. And I don't think you have to be an incredibly high level player to be able to see a lot of this stuff, but like a lot of what I think good casting is like really being able to understand exactly what is going on and like knowing what is intentional versus what is not intentional, and being able to point out things that someone who like maybe is brand new at the game wouldn't notice. Like maybe if it's just a small touch at the mid that allowed the ball to get past half, which ultimately ended up in a goal, like if like I think it helps out quite a bit. But
I completely agree. That was a really great question there from Carva. So this one comes from Cloudfuel, who is actually the first Rocket League interviewee, which is pretty cool. So how are you able to juggle the workload of competing at such a high level, being one of the best casters in Rocket League, working for RLC, masterfully playing the role of Odin in Dungeon League, dancing so skillfully, and maintaining your IRL job, while still having time with your friends and family? Kind of what is your mindset when it comes to these things?
Man, well, a lot of times, some certain things I have to devote a little bit less time to, but it's really I stay up really late.
Yeah.
I stay up till like 2 a.m. and get up at 7 a.m. to go to work. And it's just I rarely watch like any Netflix or any TV shows. So like, it's just I don't know. It's my passion. I really like my job too, and my girlfriend's amazing, and she's in grad school right now, so she doesn't have a ton of time anyway to hang out. So, and my whole family's pretty much moved out of the state except for my mom and my dad.
Wow.
And my little brother's here, but he's also in school and lives on campus far away in the state. But no, it's just stay up late. That's the key.
That's the
Never
key to
go to sleep.
success. Go to just don't sleep. Think of how much time you
Yeah,
have.
yeah. They say like 40% of your life is spent sleeping. Let's try to cut that down a
Let's
little
try
bit.
to cut that down to
Increase the
10 or
amount of
15.
gaming done. Yeah.
Increase the gaming to 40 or 50% of your life. Oh, have you retired the pigeon mask? This is coming from Summertime Nate in the Twitch chat. And if anyone in the Twitch chat actually has a question for Jamesbot, go ahead and ask away. Now is the time to kind of get your answer for that.
That pigeon hat will never be retired.
Never be retired.
It's sitting right behind me and on a tripod.
What?
I had to display it today on stream, so I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
I needed to find something, and the tripod worked really well. Oops.
Whoops.
Yeah, I accidentally blew that guy up.
Accidentally. He says with a hint of sarcasm.
Yeah, oh damn.
Have you ever just gotten the urge to go bowling, James? This is from Pluto. Bowling is really fun. Come on.
I am aware that Pluto is a great bowler. And Pluto, honestly, I don't... Oh, what a nice guy. But honestly, Pluto, like, I don't know how to get that spin on the ball, and I don't think I've ever used a good bowling ball or been in a good lane.
Wait,
So
you're
my
telling me
bowling
that
experience-
the bowling balls they have there are not professional level?
Well, I know there's like, you've got to like oil them up or something or wax them up. I don't know. Like, there's like, if you go and just use a normal standard ball from the bowling lanes, they're not going to work well. So I have not had great experiences bowling. You could totally change my mind, Pluto, but no, I don't really feel the urge to bowl. I do really
I think
like
Pluto's a
Maple.
really good bowling, isn't he? He's
like-
a good bowling. He's a great bowler, isn't he?
He's a good, from what I've heard.
I think he
he's a
mentioned
very
that in my
talented
interview
bowler.
with him. Self plug. Good save. So this one comes from Chamber53DV in the Twitch chat, and this is James. What's your ultimate dream to accomplish with the Rocket League community?
I haven't really thought about it a ton. Like, I don't really know what's possible. Obviously, with the RLCS coming up, like, who knows what kind of opportunities will be out there. But honestly, like, if I just enjoy playing tournaments. I love playing this game. I really hope that I can still play in tournaments, even if I'm a caster. Like playing with like I hate not competing. Now that I've been focusing more, like my team Double Tap, we disbanded. I'm trying to focus more on the casting side of it because of opportunities that have come up, and like I really miss not playing in tournaments. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Either as a player or as a caster, I just want to be involved at the highest level of competition, one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have to agree. I would think that as a professional player and then having to, even when I'm doing homework, I'll turn a stream on and I'm like, okay, I have to stop doing homework because I have to play the game now. And like just casting the games that give me the itch to play Rocket League, and I kind of commend you for not just stopping casting altogether.
Thank you. It's sorry,
Oh, you're good.
just checking a message really quick.
You're good.
No alarm. No alarm. But,
So that's actually all the questions that I have for you. I just cut you off for like the third time.
Yeah, no problem. I was just gonna tell you, I did want to share the story of how me and Flo and Pancake
Oh yes, please.
met up, because I think it's an encouraging story to any players looking to get into the competitive scene. Like me and Pancake and Flo, we're OG Double Tap. That was like the very first Double Tap, and literally like we met each other in just matchmaking, like random matchmaking game. We teamed up and we were playing really good and we just kept queuing, and I was like, let's make an ESL team. And we ended up doing that. We placed really horribly the first two ESLs, or two or three, because every time we lost a Cosmic or Vanquish or VQ Untethered.
Oh
So,
yeah.
So like
Back when they were VQ.
yes, back when they were VQ. So like then but once we like started once we finished top 32 and got points to where we started in the top 32 and didn't have to play Vanquish or IBP, we ended up starting to place really well. And then once we placed top 8 in ESL, like we didn't not place top 8 in ESL until we disbanded. So like and again, like Flo and Pancake were just random dudes that I found playing in matchmaking.
That's wonderful.
So like yeah, just anybody who doesn't think they're good enough to play ESL or like they're just hesitant. Like it's just good to just start competing. Like it doesn't matter how good you do, just start competing. It'll be great because it's an awesome way to judge your progress by how far you can get in these big tournaments.
What is the key to success when casting/streaming? Now it comes from SG Baby Cakes.
Oh yeah, so I guess that I don't really know what the key to success is. I think it's definitely like if I were to
I know the clickbait title.
Yeah, right. If somebody were to ask me like what can I do to be a good caster, I would say definitely like play this game and get as good as you can at this game. Like that's one of the most important things I think is really trying to understand the game and love the game. Like there's some casters like that will get involved in the scene just because they want to be a personality in the scene and they don't necessarily like play the game as much. And like really I think to make a great caster, then just play this game a shit ton, love it, and and then you'll know what to say. Like you'll know what to say.
Exactly. I cast a little bit of CS:GO, and I'm terrible at CS:GO, but I know the callouts. That's the only reason I was able to do it. And let's just stay here because we're taking forever finding a game elsewhere.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. It's even unranked matches have
my rank is just so high.
Yeah, no, they really do use MMR.
No, I completely believe you.
It takes it takes time. Like it takes me forever to find matches on like any playlist, even unranked. It's sad, but
ripping pepperonis. Next question. Chambers kind of filtering the questions here. I love it. Chamber again. What are some juicy stories going on in the NA Pro scene that you can share with us, especially with all the player changes and whatnot? What things that you would feel comfortable?
The most juicy one is what happened with Kings of Urban and Genesis. Like that has shaken up the scene, and there's still a lot of question marks around that. Like what is actually are they going to be able to do? Because what happened was Sad Jr. was a part of Genesis, which was Pluto and Quinn, and the RLCS client signups like closed, like registration closed Friday, and just like yesterday, it might have been 2 days ago, I think it was yesterday, Kings of Urban out of the blue announced that they were dropping Moses from the team and picking up Sad Jr. And apparently Moses did not know about that until just minutes before the announcement, and also like Sad Jr. Didn't inform his teammates like that was going down. So now like there's a big question mark about what is going to be allowed in the RLCS because rosters they locked last Friday. So that's about the juiciest thing going on. Yeah. Right now, I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen from that, but I feel bad because Pluto and Quinn are both friends of mine too, and like I really want to see them succeed in RLCS, and I thought their squad, like they just won ESL like in commanding fashion. I thought that they had a lot of potential in the RLCS, so yeah,
that's too bad.
Yeah.
That seems to have been the story of the Rocket League community, especially early on, was just like roster changes left and right. You could be top 10 with 1 week, and then the next week they completely change, and then just like changes all the time. Maybe I'm just kind of waiting for the time when things kind of start to settle in and teams. There was a period of time where You kind of knew who were on teams, and it was all pretty solid. But it's kind of seems to be resulting back to the earlier part of the Rocket League scene, where it's just like roster change, roster change, roster change, and then hey, this person's on this team now, and this person on this team now. I'm kind of excited to see where it all lands. Like you rarely see those games with CS:GO, but at the same time, it's a lot bigger player base in CS:GO than there is in Rocket League right now, which is just takes time. But
Yeah, and the whole NA shuffle took place as soon as so there was a couple things that contributed to the NA shuffle. A lot of it was the fact that the Pro League, oh, it's wide open. Oh yeah, clutched it. But before we did the Pro League, we did Rocket Royale, which is a very weekly thing. Didn't really matter like what teams you were with. But then we did the Pro League, which required that rosters stay the same. And so people were getting a little bit antsy, even though the Pro League didn't last that long, like getting antsy with the same rosters. So once that ended and this huge RLCS $75,000 tournament got announced, like it just was a crap show.
that was an insane pass, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. It was a crap show on like all these teams changing players. Oh my God.
One of these days, I'll put one of your passes in the goal. Anyway,
So,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and it's like NA Shuffle continued, and then Double Tap, we disbanded, so that made Espeon and Digital a free agent. Espeon is a living god, so he got picked up by Retrospect, who's been doing phenomenal.
It's true, they have. Espeon's a really cool guy, so I'm happy that he's doing well. I haven't really talked to Digital or any of them before, but I've played some games with Espeon. He's a cool guy. It's good to see him play well. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
he's super nice.
Another question from SG Baby Cakes. What is the toughest thing about streaming and casting?
Streaming is pretty easy. I don't stream a ton, but oh shoot. I don't stream a super ton, but I do cast a decent amount, and probably the hardest thing about casting is like keeping the energy going and running that production, because most of the time when we cast with webcams too, which means like you always have to be like, I don't know.
Presentable.
You got to be presentable. You've got to it's an extra thing to pay attention to, which makes it a little bit more tiring. Definitely the long casts are tough. And like what we're going to have tomorrow, we're doing Rocket Royale tomorrow, and that's looking to be like a 6-hour cast. So just the amount of time it takes.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
I can't eat
exhaust.
during that.
Oh, jeez. Even the guys over at Rocket League, when they do like their King of the Hill 2v2 tournaments, like they cast for a couple hours at like 8, 6, 7, 8 hours at a time, and it's unbelievable. And they're just casting, normal people. It's just really impressive. I couldn't do it. I can sometimes barely play the game for 6 hours.
No, I could play the game for 12 hours, but just don't make me cast it. 12. But yeah, and that's probably the hardest thing, is just the amount of time it can take.
Which kind of goes along with everything. I mean, I try to stream 5 days a week, and each stream I want to have at least over 3 hours long, and it just takes a lot of time, and it's just a lot. And so this whole trying to grow a name thing, it just takes a whole lot, and
Persistence.
yeah, exactly.
Is key. I'm gonna kill this guy. Oh no, I didn't.
In this episode of Rock League Interviews, find the key to success, key to finding a name for yourself, and the key to streaming. Number 5 will amaze you.
Dude, you should write BuzzFeed articles.
Thanks, dude. That was a great shot.
Oh, what a shot.
Side flips.
What a shot.
Feel side flip, man. So that's all the questions I have for you for the Rock League interview series. This has been the 7th episode. We'll just kind of end up the episode here. Is that okay if we kind of turn this into a little bit of a Q&A just for a little bit until the questions kind of settle down? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure. And good, works for me.
All right,
we gotta win
cool.
this game.
Yeah, easy. It's just Viper.
Yeah. Oh. No, I'm going to. Oh yeah. Oh, I missed it.
Oh.
All right, shit.
That's the spirit. Just gonna let that die.
Oh, overtime, baby. Oh no, what did Pluto say? I saw he said streaming has become a chore. I love watching Pluto stream.
Me too. I like the music he plays as well.
I haven't read the full comment, so maybe he's...
He's saying it's a chore for him because his RL sessions are generally short. Glad I caught some of the interview. Oh,
Aw,
but that's
thanks,
Viper.
Pluto.
I thought that was, for some reason I thought that was you. Fun fact, we're on the blue team.
Oh no. Rip.
There we go. There we go.
Ripperoni and cheese.
Familiarly, let's flip it. Do you guys have any questions for us, the viewers? I can't say.
Yeah, what do you guys like more, fire sauce or hot sauce from Taco Bell?
Oh, that's a dumb question. No sauce.
No sauce?
No
What?
sauce. Yeah, no sauce. Three soft shell tacos, order cinnamon twists, and a large Dr. Pepper. Easy.
No.
Every time.
You gotta have the sauce.
Whoops, I didn't mean to type that.
Ooh, neither? Somebody said ooh, neither.
It's my girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. She's backing you up. You guys are not human, though. You need the Taco Bell hot sauce.
So are you a hot sauce or a fire sauce kind of guy?
I'm a hot sauce kind of guy.
Hot
I
sauce
think
kinda guy?
hot sauce is actually hotter than the fire sauce, and the fire sauce is all like goopy and weird.
You don't like your sauce goopy and weird?
No, I like it just, normal
Saucy?
sauce. Yeah, saucy.
Pluto, I watched 2 to 3 hours of anime today. Proud of you, bud. Oh,
What are you watching?
New follower, Sacramentocus. Thanks for the follow, man. Sorry, totally.
Sacramento Cas is what I would
Yeah,
say.
I'm bad at
Yeah,
reading.
Sacramento Cas.
Who, in your opinion, is the greatest Rocket League player? Oof, I haven't asked that
The
question.
greatest Rocket League player. Based off of everyone that I've played, I would still say, like, based off what I've seen, I think Kronovi is the best player.
Ooh, brave words coming from everyone who says Cuxer. But I would have to agree with you.
I haven't the difference, like, I haven't gotten to play Cookser as much, so like I'm basing it off of every player that I have played. So obviously I will not have played as much EU stuff, and then even when we do, there's always the ping issue, so I haven't got a chance to really play them. But I would say Kronovi is the best player. I think he's really smart on the ball, and like pairing that up with his just insane mechanics. He's just, yeah, and I think he's the best. But you can fight me on it, because there's a lot of really good ones.
Yeah, right. I've heard Gambit. I've heard some people say Gambit's the best,
Gambit
just
is
in terms
hella
of his game sense and awareness. Like, I'm pretty sure that he just has everyone's, like, he can hear where everyone is, because I've played a couple of solo standard with him, and like I'll be just somewhere that for some reason he was exactly where I am, and he hits it straight to me every single time. I missed a shot, but it's just unbelievable, that man's game sense and just his execution of pulling off.
His defense is sick too.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Whoops. I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you do. Thanks, Dad.
I am not a Mega Weeb Torment. I'm gonna slap you.
So basically, NA is the best. Pluto.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this RLCS. Like, it's gonna put, like, this, like, the Pro League was the, like, decider of which region holds the cake right now. But the RLCS is going to be the next big thing. Like, if NA wins that, then we will be the best. NA will be the best. So we'll just wait to see how that works out.
But if EU wins it,
Then we won't hear the end of it. There's
yeah,
shit
right.
in our cereal already.
I just want NA to be good at one esport besides Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the one esport that NA is actually not bad at.
Probably because Europe doesn't care to even play it.
Yeah, right? Because it's such a scrub game that's like no one else plays it except for NA.
They
win by default.
Yeah, when I played competitive Halo, we would all make fun of Call of Duty players. So it's like, it's obviously not a good thing, but I just didn't like this style of Call of Duty gameplay. A lot of people love Call of Duty, and obviously it has a lot of skill to do with it, but I just don't. I've never been a Call of Duty fan.
I think the last good Call of Duty game was Call of Duty 3 for the PS2. That game was so fun. I stayed home sick, faked being sick to play it one day.
I played a shit ton of Modern Warfare, like the first one.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
one.
like that one a lot.
I'm way behind on chat here. Thanks for opinion.
Oh my
Where does
God.
Pashi rank?
Pashy?
Pashi.
I
I say
think
his
he
name wrong
is-
every time.
I think he's really good. I think his play style is very, like, he gets the job done. Like, he's a doer. Makes shit happen. I don't, like, but I still would put Crow above him. But again, these are just my own opinions.
So another question comes. Oh, how's this happening? From Chamber again. I don't know if you can answer this because you don't want to shame anybody, but who has been kind of the saltiest player that you've come across in the pro scene?
The saltiest player that I've come across? Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't want to answer that. Obviously, if they're salty and I call them salty, then they'll be salty about it. So yeah, I don't. I'll say digital. Because what's he gonna do? He's not gonna be mad at me. Because it's not true.
Trying to catch up on chat here while also not throwing this game.
Opportunity here.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this out to the mid. Here you go. Oh, he got it for me.
No,
Uh-oh.
no. I'm keeping it up. We're going to the goal. Yeah,
we got it.
Yes.
The dream.
Pluto RL, Weedem Girls, and Maka EU both lost in Maka today to Retrospect and Orbit. So that's just kind of a taste of how good NA is getting. It's pretty true.
Yes, yeah. Retrospect has been killing it. Like they went sick, like undefeated in the PPL qualifier. So like they beat really good teams. Oh man, I'm not a huge Wasteland fan, but that Retrospect they went undefeated and they beat Weedem Girls, who's been on fire. So like really, really cool to see NA stepping up. And finally, the two NA squads, that is a huge deal. Two NA squads in the grand finals of what normally an EU team has been winning. So
yeah,
I think it helped out though that Gfinity was right before it too. But I think Gfinity's always right before it. I'm not sure.
yeah.
Man.
Oh, I didn't see him there.
This is not good. I have no boost. Oh, thank God. I'll get it. It's wide open.
I was gonna walk it in.
Pluto is probably the least toxic player.
Pluto's a super cool guy.
He's like the least. I would vote him for his least toxic.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that I'm not saying this just because he's in the chat, but Pluto could be the fastest player in North America.
Fastest?
Fastest.
Like he is really like he can run fast, or like what do you mean?
No, he's the best bowler in North America in terms of Rocket League. But I'm
Yeah,
saying
he's the best
in terms of
bowling
just
toxic
speed
player.
and getting to the ball, he's the fastest that I've played against. Even against Kronovi. Like when you play against Pluto, he'll have no boost, and he'll be challenging every single one of your hits. And I know that a lot of pros do that, but he does it in a way that it puts you on the back foot, even though if you have full boost. And maybe this is just me gibberish and not make any sense and just ranting. But like when I play against him, I'll have this, it's like, okay, the ball's gonna bounce off here, and by the time I finally just figure it out, I might have already been in the air, but he's already been in the air for a second. He's already hit the ball. I guess you could say Lashinio is the fastest, but he spends too much time spinning in the air to get there as fast as you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important. Pluto has been known for a long time for his ability to keep shots out of the net. Back when he was known as Plutonium Falcon.
That's when I first met him. Plutonium
or
Falcon.
Jadaski, or however the hell he said it, was also that. I remember sending him a friend request and he denied it one time, and it made me really,
Ouch.
really sad.
Ouch.
But
I played Pluto back in preseason when I was like rank 1000. I thought I was the shiz at 1000 rank in my twos, and we're playing with a buddy of mine, and we are just kind of grinding it out. That came out super wrong, but he's like, oh, Plutonian Falcon, he's gonna destroy us. I'm like, nah, no way, I can beat him. And then he comes out and just destroys us because it's Pluto, and I had been 2 months of playing. But it's just, he's just super fast.
Jadaski is what he says.
Jadaski. Jadaski? Kind of like Sandusky with a J?
He had a San Francisco Giants logo, and then he didn't accept my friend request, and I got so sad about it. But all is well now.
Pluto most savage player, LA? Besides Savage, obviously.
Oh. All right, we're killing it. We just got to hold out for 2.5 minutes.
All right, another question from Chamber. Dude, you should be the one writing my questions. It's safe to assume there's a lot of great things coming if Rocket League blows up in popularity, but what would be some of the downsides? For example, the community is becoming increasingly toxic, etc. What do you have to say to that?
With the downside, people, I would hope that we can still keep it very community focused. Like, Rocket League is bridging a lot of, like, they're doing a lot of things that have never been done before, like this whole Xbox, PlayStation, PC, cross-platform stuff. And I don't really experience a lot of toxicity, but I play a lot of privates and stuff. But the more that money gets involved with it, like the more that it becomes a more serious thing. Whereas right now, everyone who plays and does Rocket League stuff is doing it for the love of it, because like we're not getting paid massive amounts of money to do this, so people's incentives change, and it becomes more about like people. Wow, that was a good shot.
Thanks.
People are trying to make a living out of it than just play for fun, and that can change. So hopefully it doesn't increase the toxic nature, and hopefully it doesn't get super drama filled, and hopefully teams can still be friends.
The Yemen incident. Speaking of drama. Sacramentokus, which I said wrong again, says, what about the Yemen incident? What are your thoughts on that?
I am not going to comment on that.
All right.
Yeah. I don't really.
Well, I'm going to comment on it. I think the way he acted was a embarrassment to the Rocket League community as a whole. I think he treated that in the most unprofessional way possible, and I think that even though he is an amazing player, he should still treat the tournament with respect. Because what he did was he disrespected the tournament, he disrespected his players, disrespected the other team's players, and it just should not be a tolerable thing. And I'm just happy that the consequences were that they were. But that's my take on it. That's my 2 cents. That mean less than 2 cents, but
yeah, it's always rough. Like, you never want to see things like that happen, because he's a good player.
Yeah.
Hopefully things work out, and time heals wounds. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Not with swag from I think he was on Cloud9. No, he was on iBuyPower, I think.
He was on iBuyPower, and he threw for skins.
Yeah. And he's banned from all Valve
hosted.
Yep.
That was sad.
Peace, gotta go. RL invites are knocking. All right, Chamber, thank you for the questions, man. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Then he smurfed in the last 2 weeks and got caught. Wow, I didn't hear about that. I just heard about him rage quitting a tournament.
Yeah, there was he got banned from Mocket, and allegedly was playing with a team on a Smurf account, and they made it to the semifinals and against Kings of Urban, and then somebody said that account was Yemen, and they disqualified the team.
Wow.
So, yeah. That is what he's referring to.
Pronounced Sacramento Cass. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, but what I was referring to was him raging a tournament. That's what I was talking about. The disrespect was when that video is. I mean, it's mildly funny when you first read it or when you first watch it, and then you kind of it's like this is kind of disappointing. Just kind of, just to kind of say it, but that's what I was referring to. I didn't know about any of that Yemen incident. Oh, Yemen. Yeah, man.
It's also a country.
It is. It is. Is Jamesbot a country?
Nope.
Pigeon Island?
Nope.
No. It should be. I haven't heard Nub in a while, Viper Games. You're a Nub. I say Skid a lot.
Wow,
Skid.
godly shot. I've never heard of Skid. Back when I played Halo, Nub was pretty common. Noob, Randy, Random.
Noob.
Those were the big ones.
Noobs, that's a good one.
We would always call people randoms and BKs, bad kids.
I wish I was as cool as you, dude. Just kidding.
Halo Xbox was not a cool place to be. That was like Rocket League is like a unicorn island compared to the shit people would say for Xbox Live.
Unless you're talking to Calamity. I hope your whole family gets cancer and burns. Thanks, Calamity. GG, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I think he's kind of doing it to the point of sarcasm now, and so it's just kind of entertaining. But there's always people that mean it, and it's like, that's just, come on now.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Oops.
Nice hit. I'm going to shoot that. Damn it.
Yeah, I would link it right now, but I can't find it because I don't know where it went. Sorry. Oh dear, Calamity. Oh dear. He's a great player. He's super good. He goes for every single ball, but he's really good. The way he learned was he would go into a twos match by himself, and he'd have like a second account with just like the rubber band around the analog stick, so it was driving in circles, so it wouldn't get kicked, and he would just play 2v2s by himself. And so that's how he got his super aggressive and go for everything play style, which isn't bad. I mean, he's super good. He can put away shots from almost any angle, but it's just kind of hard to play with sometimes because he goes for a lot of balls. But he's becoming better at passes and stuff for sure. He's still fun to play games with though.
Yeah, I haven't played with him in a long time. He's always hanging out on TeamSpeak though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ugh. Let me just take all this boost and do nothing with it. Like Lachinio, just hold down the boost button and grab as many full pads as possible.
Yeah, just score a bunch of goals though. That's all you got to do, and it's worth it.
Yeah, right. I think that's Lachinio's mindset. It's like if I use this 100 boost to spin towards the ball and score a goal, it's worth it. I tried to get an interview set up with Lachinio, but it just never worked out. The scheduling never worked out, and then he made a new account, or got an alpha account or something. I can't remember what it was exactly. But it just never worked out, which is kind of a bummer.
Yes, he did get an alpha account. That is truth.
You did? Okay, that's good. I'm happy. I shouldn't have jumped when I did.
No.
What's your favorite car, and what do you think there's actually driving differences in the cars?
I actually just made a switch from the Dominus to the Octane.
Octane is
So,
bay.
yeah, I was a Dominus player for the longest time. I would play the Dominus, maybe a little bit of breakout here and there. Oh, what a pass. But I think that there is a big difference in how much you can. Whoa, I'm getting some red bars here. But how much you can get, like how much you can win 50-50 balls.
Oh yeah.
Or like get touches on balls in the air. Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Oh my god.
You're fine. That was just really funny. I agree with you.
But yeah, no, I switched to Octane and I'm loving it. I definitely can't do a double flick if you're familiar with that move, but it's a lot harder on Octane.
Yeah, I would say I oscillate between Dominus. I just took that full boost again and I had 99. I go back and forth between the Octane, Dominus, and Breakout a lot. I've actually kind of messed around with the Hot Shot because, I don't know, it just feels really good in the air. But, yeah, there's a huge difference in the cars. Just in terms of pretty much like everything, it seems like. We played alright, but every single mistake Eva made, he pounced. Oh yeah, it's true. He does do that a lot. But, you know, it's easy to do that one. It's just easy to call out other people sometimes. I just have a habit of saying sorry to everything. My teammates make fun of me for it. Like, I'll miss a clear, like, 10 seconds later. 10 seconds later, they'll score, and I'll be like, I'm so sorry, guys. That's my fault.
Viper was on a team with Calamity, he says.
Oh. Wow. Me, Haku, and Cal. Oh, wow. That's a stacked team. Haku's solid. Haku has a great control of his car. For not being a SARP vet. Whoops. How soon do you think SARP vets will be completely irrelevant, almost? You know, the point, like, you should play SARP? Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because we're losing to everyone else. You know,
I think that people have caught up and will continue to get better. Like Weedem Girls is all non-SARP vets.
Wait, Doomsy's not a SARP vet?
Weedem Girls.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I get those two mixed up all the time.
Yeah. But, like, Retrospect is all non-SARP vets.
Orbit?
Orbit's all non-SARP vets. So I think the time is now. I think it's just starting to happen.
Time is here, my time is now. Do you think certain cars are faster than others?
No.
Or certain cars have a sharper turn radius?
They have different turning radiuses and different hitboxes.
That's about the only thing.
And where their boost comes out of, it's always out of the back, but sometimes they have this indicator that you're pushing the accelerator button. That's like the main thing I focused on when choosing my car at first. Like the Octane has something that turns up or something, and the Roadhog its flaps open in the back. Its back flaps open.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
It's really something else. Well, here's a good question from Viper. What new game modes /type/map do you want to see in Rocket League?
I want to see a kickball game type.
Ooh.
Where you have to run to a base and stay in it to be safe.
That would be so sick. Oh, Merlin almost just Shrek me. I don't think I'm friends with Viper Games, even though I've played them like 25 times. He's got that. Whoop.
And then I'm also excited about the basketball game type.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I am too. That'll be fun. Kickball PogChamp. I don't think Naru has any idea what's going on right now. He just joined.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, I got the aerial hit points for it, so count it.
I don't have any boost, but YOLO.
That's fine. Same, dude.
Man.
Oh, boy. I missed that. I missed that. I missed that. I missed that. I missed that.
Not having boost is like the worst thing in this game. It's infuriating.
It pisses me off. I get genuinely angry when I'm in goal and I have no boost and it goes over my head.
Sometimes I just like say, you know what? If we get scored on, we get scored on. I'm going to get boost.
Yeah, right.
In one of these corners.
What is the most important thing for a good Rocket League team to advance to a great Rocket League team?
I think, if you look at the great Rocket League teams, oh, he just bumped me. What an ass.
I want to see if he did this on purpose real quick.
Haha.
He tried and he got it. And when I think of great Rocket League teams, I think of like Flipside, and I think of iBuyPower. Those two teams are really great, and then definitely Crown and Jewels.
Oh yeah.
And ooh,
This guy's aggressive.
I think it's a tough one because of the greatest teams, I think Flipside is the greatest team that we've seen, and the key that for them is to like not change their roster.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but we'll see what happens. I think playing a lot helps.
It does. I would have to agree.
Can't hurt.
Who's the best defensive player and or goalie? That's a good question, dude. Sacramentos. I keep saying it wrong, and you already just gave me an explanation. Anyways, continue.
Sacramento Cast.
Thank you. Good grief.
There you go. The best goalie. Man. Damn it.
That's fine.
I don't know. Like in NA, the best goalie. That's a tough one. Yeah, I can't. I know that Classics blocks a lot of shots, surprisingly. I don't know if he's the best though. Probably Pluto. Pluto's up there. He's hard to score on. Gambit's hard to score on. No one person comes to mind for me.
I forget what team he's on in EU. Sniper something.
Sniper Kid?
So yeah, Sniper Kid. I was watching him make some insane saves today. Versus.
Yeah, he's from Kapow, I think.
Yeah,
which was previously my XMG.
Yeah. He was making some insane saves in EU. I don't know, what that means for contention of best in EU, but from what I saw, he was just doing.
Yeah, Kapow's a solid team.
Whoops.
Oh no, I hit the freaking corner. I'm good. Oh.
There we go. Let me just put that center for him.
All right. Finish it.
Oh. That's
So
a pass.
close.
Yo, Leaf. Siki is a good one. Who?
Oh yeah, finish that one. There we go. That's how you do it.
Gibbs, isn't he on the list? Well, he's not a player anymore.
Yeah, Gibbs is now coach.
Papa Gibbs.
Spud to stud.
Spud to stud. I keep looking at chat. Usually don't have a hard time focusing on both, but I think a lot of good teams play at very fast pace. How can my team play at a fast pace? It's a good question, Chicago.
Well, what the hell? How did I blow that guy up? But I think if you're really interested in getting your team better, play in these tournaments. Like, play in these tournaments that will give you direct access to the top Rocket League squads.
That's yeah.
Try to get friends from other Rocket League squads that are better than you and scrim.
Yep, we
Scrim as much as you
have
can.
Kindergarten is super fast. We play them quite often, and we lose a lot of the games, but we're getting faster because of playing them.
It's my best advice.
This is some good advice. Well, what a shot. Almost. What an almost shot. What is the best esports site to do tournaments in? What is the best esports site to do tournaments in? I think he means like, Rocket Royale. Or not, we can't really do Rocket Royale, but
Yeah.
like Mocket, VVV, ESL.
Definitely do. If you're just starting up and you want to play, ESL is like number one. Like, totally do ESL. It's awesome. Like that's where my team played and grew. And there's a lot of incentive for teams to play now with like the prize pool increase.
That's true. Well, let me hit that a little bit softer next time.
But yeah, Mocket's good. ESL is definitely good. Just playing those tournaments. Oh,
I like PvP. It's like 36, 40 teams that play each week, and it's like semi-pro competition. So it's like people at the on the verge teams. Yeah, I'm ranked 19 in 1v1 ladder. I haven't joined a tournament yet. It's pretty good, dude. It's actually really good. I'm terrible at ones. Ones and threes are quite different, I would agree. Just because someone's a super good 1v1 player doesn't mean that I would want them on my 3v3 team. If that makes. I don't mean to bash you. I'm sure you're an amazing player. You're on the top 100 in threes, but nice shot.
also one of my things that I always say that sometimes I get flack for, and it is an argument with real players, is like do you stay in goal on face-offs? Like I always, like no matter what, I always stay in the net on a face-off.
I'll do that in the future.
Like it's interesting. Like to me, I thought that everyone would agree, but a lot of players will say that
Boost is more important.
well, they'll say that it's definitely important. It's like what are you going to gamble on, like offense or defense? Like
Yeah, that's a good point.
if you get boost, you can quickly make an offensive effort like on a face off, but I don't know. Like I am a defensive minded player, so I always like to stay in the net. But like yeah, Kronovi, I had this discussion with him and he
That did not work.
Good
save.
Thank you.
Sorry, you had a discussion with Kronovi?
Yeah, and he was saying like boost is also a good option. Like obviously if you don't mess up the kickoff, you likely won't get scored on a kickoff, but I don't know.
That didn't work either. I'm trying to catch up on chat here. I'm great at ones and twos, never practiced much in threes, but now I am because of RLCS, so I'm practicing the strategy. Yeah, it's a whole nother game mode. Even from twos, like I've kind of stopped. I've been trying. Sorry, I was reading chat. I was just kind of boosting while looking over to the left. I'm getting bumped like a potato, whatever that means. I'm trying to stop playing twos as much. I'm only playing solo standard just so that I can get good at threes for, just get even better. I need to get good at threes because, sometimes positioning is all off and.
Yeah, twos is a lot less forgiving. It's a lot more like ones because
yeah,
a mistake is so much more critical in twos than it is in threes. In threes, you have to rotate really, really well.
JW is Mont. I'm saying he's all wrong. Is getting on the conversation. I believe boost is better as long as the guy going for chaos doesn't miss, which is no excuse for missing.
But, yeah, there's no excuse for missing, but also, like, people miss. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
And there's also the opportunities for, like, pinches off the wall that can go right back at the goal. And, like, just be, like, if nobody made mistakes, then you'd get scored on a lot less anyway, right? Like, you gotta hedge your bet. No one is gonna play perfect all the time. So, like, in twos, it's probably a lot different, but in threes, like I always say, like even in twos, like I always will stay in net because I can get a boost really quickly right afterwards anyway. But yeah,
whoops, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's high. Ooh.
Whee! Personally, I've been practicing no boost challenging, just like timing the flips and just like knowing how to win 50s. So I've been trying to get so you can keep the pressure up, but you don't have to go back to mid for boost. You can kind of stay up front and almost made that. Is Moses top goalie? I wouldn't say so. I haven't really seen him play goalie a whole lot. Maybe he does. I don't know. I mean, he has made some pretty crazy saves. I wouldn't put him as consistent enough to say he's the top goalie in North America. When Gibbs was playing, he was pretty solid. That's just because he was there so much, though. But maybe I'm wrong. You've watched way more Rocket League than I have, Jamesbot, so.
Yeah, I think there's really no goalie like role. There's obviously players that play more defensive minded and are a lot more aware of positioning. And Gibbs was one of those players, who was very aware about positioning and was less risky.
Whoops.
But yeah. What a shot.
Great to pay us. What is your guys' opinion on cheating in kickoffs? Where's the teammate goes right behind the kickoff? What do you think about cheating? I'll cheat in this one, speaking of.
I think cheating, I mean, it's just like, sometimes like face-offs are just like rock, paper, scissors.
It's true. That's why I dislike ones. That and I'm bad at them anyways.
So like I think it's just something like hopefully if you cheat, you can get lucky.
Yeah. Wow. Look at him. What a player.
Oh, I got the block. I'm gonna try to get this out in the mid.
Okay. Oh, look at him. What a player. I didn't believe. I'm sorry. When I boost with left click, the boost keeps going. I don't know what's wrong. Well, you clicked. You shouldn't be clicking. You should be pressing a button. Don't ask anyone that besides Jenna.
Gino, yeah.
Gino.
Keyboard and mouse player.
Yeah, right.
Oh, is that end? What
Yeah.
a shot! I'm getting carried.
Thanks, Dad. Who does James think the top 3 Rocket League players are? Top 3, that's a good one.
In the world? Or
In the
North
world.
America?
We're going to go with in the world.
I like to talk about North America a lot.
I don't really know much of you.
I've played way more. Like, I can watch these players, but like I like getting a feel of like how good the players are by playing them in person. And so I'll say in North America for sure, like I think it's definitely Kronovi and Gambit, like undoubtedly. But then that third player definitely
Pluto
is a question mark. Oh my god.
I'm just saying that because he's in the stream.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Pluto. Not James. Top 3 players, I swear. Torment.
Rip.
Top 3. All right, I'll just pick.
Top 3: Viper, Viper, Viper.
Yeah, we'll say Viper. That works.
I think my top 3 went Kronovi, Gambit. I would have to steal from. For the love of all that is holy. I would say that the third would be between. I'm trying to think through everybody. I'm not even gonna say it because I haven't watched enough NA to actually say it correctly, and you know a lot more about it. I'm not even gonna try. Viper the bot. What did I miss out? What did you guys opinion? Oh, we just read that. Okay, so what do you think is the best way to actually get into the community? A guy named Joe asks.
When you mean get in, like, do you mean like helping out with, like, what do you mean?
Probably.
If you want to.
Probably like becoming. Probably like becoming a name. Like, you join a game. Like, every time you join a game, oh my gosh, it's Jamesbot. like.
Well, it depends on what you like to do. If you like to cast, then there's a bunch of opportunities, like with Pulsar Premier League and.
I think VVV is looking for some people too.
Yeah, VVV. Mocket, and maybe, I don't know if they're looking for casters. Like RLC, we're always on the lookout for casters. We do Gfinity and stuff, and like we'll cast a lot of stuff, so we're always on the lookout for people. But there's a lot of opportunities there. If you want to become a streamer, just stream more, I guess.
That's basically all I've done. And I'm not a figure in the community yet, but it'll happen at some point. But I just kind of started playing the game in July, and I was like, backwards. I was like, I like this game a lot. I should try to go pro. And I started playing even more, and even more. And I was like, I had been streaming at the point, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stream Rocket League now. It's just help me get more playtime in. And so that's basically all I've been doing. And I was like, podcast, I can do this kind of stuff on YouTube. And I started doing that. Met Cloud Fuel, started that. But it's just kind of doing something, I guess, and doing it consistently.
That's a great way to. Exactly. That's a good answer. Just start doing something.
Do it consistently and well. What do you think that personally would be the love part of Rocket League Central and somehow who is Jamesbot? You don't know who Jamesbot is?
Up. No, I don't blame him.
Didn't Rogue Shelf just kind of join RLCS? Or not RLCS, Rocket League Central? I'm going to do that so many times. Matt Hillman?
Yeah, he's been a part for a while.
Has he?
Yeah.
He joined on a long time ago. He's been adminning for our events for a long time.
That's cool. What do you...
But we did just recently bring on some new faces like Wavepunk and Toasty Jones.
Toasty Jones.
I can't get boost right now.
Let me just keep stealing the corner ones.
Oh. Good touch. Oh, that was such a weird bounce.
It kind of clipped me as I was falling. There's something in the chat I have to read right now, but I have to try to hit this towards the goal.
Must hit ball towards goal.
Must hit. What do you think? Oh gosh, I just want to read this question. What do you think of the Labs matches? One's your favorite out of the 3? There we go.
Probably Utopia.
Yeah.
I would say. That's the one with the arced back net, right? Like the arced back wall.
I think so. With the double levels, or is that's?
Yeah, with the outside ring that goes up. That one is my favorite. Whichever that one is. Underpass, maybe?
Underpass is what it is. Yeah. I think Utopia Retro is the gross donut one.
Yeah.
Makes me want to never play Rocket League if that comes into competitive. Whoa, new follower, a lovely badger. That genuinely scared me. Thanks for the follow, man. Underpass. Underpants. It's also a call out in CSGO.
Underpass?
Yeah.
It's a map.
It's a map? That's Overpass.
Overpass. All right, yeah, you're right.
Very good. Overpass is one of my favorite maps ever because you can rotate from A to B so quickly on CT, even though it's a T-sided map. Anyways, that's enough about CSGO. Whoops. Donut map is best map. Get out of here, lovely badger. I'm trying to read chat, and it's just so difficult. I queued with Double in rank 2s. He added me, asked me to play ESL with him, being a complete random. Lol, lucky break.
That's nice.
New follower JW Ismont. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I mean, Double was playing with Pancake.
Yeah,
and
Pancake's
Digital. So I guess Double will play with anyone.
Underpass is a map in Black Ops, I believe. That's maybe the confusion came in.
Underpass? Yeah, I swear it's a map in something else. But what a pass.
Thanks, bud.
We did it.
We did it, Reddit. I never actually ended the Rocket League interview, so I'm just going to probably fade it out and then make a separate Q&A video and put that on my YouTube channel.
All right, yeah, this will probably be it for me after this game.
Alrighty. Any questions, you have to ask them now, as this will be, I almost called you Durkin, as this is Jamesbot's last
Durkin.
game. Please fix.
I suddenly got incredibly good looking.
Oh, that's self-deprecating. Guess that is the best form of humor.
Durkin
he is a beautiful man.
Yeah,
he's a beautiful man. I mean, you
his
can't
Twitter
deny
profile
it.
picture is the background of my
it,
computer.
No, it's not.
Dude, you don't even know. He's a gorgeous man.
But you photoshopped a pigeon mask on him. He is a beautiful man.
It's just gorgeous. I hope he hears this. Hope he takes me out for coffee sometime.
Sorry, Sarah.
Next time I'm in California.
Sorry, Sarah, but if Durkin asks me to coffee, I'm gonna have to go with him. Hey, James, girlfriend burned his pigeon mask yet?
No, she's thrown it a couple times.
Really?
But yeah. But she has not burned it, thankfully, because I've told her that it's very important to me and our relationship that pigeon mask does not get destroyed.
in the relationship. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, what a shot!
What a goal to end on.
What a goal to end on. At Go Jamesbot, go. What do you think of the Team LB Badger and the RLC Team Speak? Would you vote a lovely Badger as best Badger NA? I would.
Yeah, definitely would. You can have that endorsement, Badger.
Yep.
You can have that endorsement. I'll give that one.
So, guys, so ends the 7th installment of the Rocket League interview series / Q&A with Jamesbot. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you so much for watching YouTube video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Follow on Twitch Viper Games. Just say thank you for the follow, brother, and have a great rest of your night, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.